Well, no longer just a Muay Thai practitioner, he has become one of the better strikers in this division, and he does not discriminate, champ, whether it's kicks, knees, punches, elbows. He throws the kitchen sink your way.
Oh, yeah, he's throwing everything at you, and he comes in that classic Muay Thai stance. He's really high on the toes. He's moving up and down. That back knee's always bouncing. Just letting you know, if you try to attack him, he will load that knee up and he will hit you. And the moment he drives that knee into your midsection, when you start to back out, you got to watch the right elbow coming over the top. And when you fade, he will grab you in that Muay Thai clinch. He'll start to shift position, drive knees into the body, knees into the legs. It's just constant brutality. This is one of the most dominant and most aggressive forms of striking in the UFC.
All right, here he is, DC. In my mind, this is the most dominant force in the MMA game today. The undisputed UFC lightweight champion, your AKA teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, and for Khabib, it's the well-rounded skill set that has propelled him to one of the longest undefeated streaks in mixed martial arts history. No missteps, no mistakes, no underestimation of opponents, always prepared, always ready to go, and he can rely on the coaching he gets, also on the ability that he has to carry him to victory time and time again. Wrestling, sambo, jiu-jitsu, striking, the guy has it all.
I know you listed striking last, but your head coach, Javier Mendez, says sometimes he's going southpaw in training. We haven't seen just how good a striker he is. We saw shades in the McGregor fight.
Yes.
But not completely.
But technically, he has so many skills that he has not even displayed to the MMA community yet.
All right, another big spot for Khabib Nurmagomedov here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Almeida is 29. Nurmagomedov is 31. He is 3 inches taller. The reach is the same. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 22 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Thomas Tomitas Almeida! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
Ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1, and when you have what looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler, it doesn't always play out that way, but given what these fighters said to us on Thursday, the game plan seemed pretty good.
They're very clear game plans, but which one of them is able to implement the game plan most effectively? The grappler will try to get forward, get close, try to secure takedowns. He's even willing to pull guard to make sure that he is in the grappling situations. The striker needs to stay at space. The striker needs to maintain distance and fight behind that beautiful jab he possesses.
Punch coming, it's blocked.
Great punch landing with so much power.
They're certainly getting after it early. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate, a lot of activity in the hands. Look phenomenal tonight.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
He's very tricky when he throws that body.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC. It's a beautiful, fast, quick jab with meaning.
Oh, he lands a hook there, DC. That was one of his more significant lands of the fight.
He can land that strike over and over again. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna take their toll as this fight goes on. Right hook to the head, blocked. Just over 3 minutes to go.
He is throwing a fast, straight, hard jab. That's not a feeler jab. That's one that's really knocking the head back.
27 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton. And to watch him punch like this puts a smile on my face.
Oh, huge block.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Straight right is there. Nice 1-2 there. Well, he's connected on a few hooks so far here in the round, and there it is again. So every time he goes back to the well with that hook, he seems to find the target.
He does a great job of finding the placement on that shot. It is a great weapon to have. That is, oh man, this dude is good.
Oh, straight right. DC didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Well, I know Javier Mendez has said Khabib likes to go southpaw at times in training. Looks pretty good on the feet tonight.
He looks really good in the stand-up. That is a part of his game that's underappreciated. He's a very good striker, and as he gets more comfortable in the octagon, it will continue to show. Ooh, big shot land.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Oh, I love the jab. I know you love the jab. That was a nice one.
It's my favorite punch in all the fighting.
Beautiful.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it. Nice strike.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Almeida. Just missed with that right hand. Gets the elbow up into the target. Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop. John, stop.
Oh, lands another shot to the body, beautifully placed as he continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, that straight punch was useful, champ.
Multiple times he's used this punch to get to the target.
Nurmagomedov gets caught by that straight hand. Right now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides here.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Round two is upon us. Your thoughts on round one, champ?
Round one was a very close round. Both guys had their moments, but nobody has really went out ahead in the race as we go into the second round.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. And he continues to work the body here.
Look at him drive his chin into the opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, caught him flush with the head kick there, DC.
Beautiful setup to get his leg up there quickly before his opponent could react. Real quick leg kick. Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Oh, nice land there by Nurmagomedov. He made his UFC debut in 2012. He wasn't striking like that.
No, he did not look like this, and that's a credit to his coaches, not only at the American Kickboxing Academy, but at Eagles MMA over in Dagestan.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and he lands another punch there. Hopefully the stat guy will give him credit.
Give him credit for the punch, even if it's not just a jab.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, another brutal hook by him there. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. He was able to fight through them in the previous round. Still plenty of time to go in this one.
Still plenty of time to go in this round, and if he is not careful, one of those hooks will put him to sleep.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand. So 93 total strikes have landed for Thomas Almeida. And the connection rate pretty good, 44% accuracy tonight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting.
Doubling up on the jab.
He moved inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. Oh, lands another punch there. Not a mean guy. He's just doing the smart thing.
Oh, he has to be attacking that cut, John. I mean, if he's not, then he's doing his opponent a favor. Attack that cut. Make him pay for it.
Nurmagomedov's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now. Nice leg kick land.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round two. Straight right hand, no good. Oh, an educated jab there. I could watch this dude jab all day.
I mean, he's so light on his feet, and when he pops that jab, it comes right back to his face.
1-2 there by Almeida.
Beautiful strike.
Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
Big head kick.
That one landed clean.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Javier Mendez, Tony Johnson, all the guys at AKA. Gotta like what they're seeing out of Khabib Nurmagomedov striking here early, DC. And he landed the right hand there.
Nice punch land.
Nice combination there by Nurmagomedov. Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there.
And lands the left there. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Overhand punch to the head.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Nurmagomedov. Right punches there. Blocks the shot.
That was lightning fast, that right hand. Good punch.
All right, that's the end of round number two. All right, so that's the end of the round. The cut above his eye has gotten really, really bad at this point, and candidly, the location could not be any worse. If this cut gets any deeper and starts to bleed any more, prevailing wisdom is they're going to stop this fight. All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights. He has had his kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead. And I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Beautiful punch. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Trying to find a home for that right hand. Seems to have timed that counter pretty well. Well, I'm not sure how much more damage he can take to the body. You may want to drop that elbow defensively. Of course, that opens you up to damage upstairs. Pick your poison for him here as he continues to absorb damage.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work. Ooh, what a punch.
The updated stat count, 167 total strikes have landed for Thomas Almeida. And landing with 45% accuracy tonight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Right on the button. And he lands yet another hook there, flush. Nice job by Thomas Almeida. He's able to slip the left there.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Back and forth we go. Wow. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Almeida.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Down the target with that left hand. We have now crossed the midpoint of this fight. Big power shot there. That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. And Khabib lands early and he lands off.
Ooh, and he caught the kick.
He's back in clinch position. This is where he has done a ton of good work here. Punch, punch, punch to the head from the clinch. Nice looping punch.
Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range.
I mean, he's cutting him down the side with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by Almeida. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Oh, and he caught the kick.
That's a big strike right there.
Another shot lands upstairs.
Beautiful body kick.
Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have times where I've been kicked like that, and I'm gonna tell you one thing, it does not feel good.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes it stop throwing.
Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Shows him the left and then follows it up with a right. Nice 1-2 punch there by Nurmagomedov. Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. Visibly limping here. That shot blocked by Thomas Almeida.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing, Lester.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat, both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high, and you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10-plus minutes of fighting. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most skipped on all these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best fighters in the UFC.
Nice jab by Nurmagomedov. Lands the double jab.
Real nice body kick lands.
Just missed with the elbow there. Oh, strong punch there by Almeida.
Big body kick.
Oh, countered there with an uppercut, perfectly placed in time. Almeida's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming. Great punch.
Nice job to raise the guard and block another strike there. He doesn't want the ringside position anywhere near this octagon.
He has to understand that at any moment, if this thing goes down into the eye, the referee and the commission will have to stop the fight. Great job being aware, keeping the hands up and blocking, making sure to minimize the damage to that already cut eye.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Big punch lands.
Ooh, blocks the shot. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Goes upstairs for an elbow. Oh, look at that jab. Snapped his head back.
His jab gets to the target so fast, and always gets his hand right back to his face.
Oh, tags him with the left.
That left hand has been really effective tonight.
Well, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back tomorrow morning. He has landed a ton of significant strikes. Fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent.
How about that strike over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low, and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Take it down. Take him down.
Almeida circling to his right.
What a punch.
Oh, spinning jab fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all.
Big body kick land.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the field.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
More out of you.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
30 seconds now to go in the round. Almeida gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet. Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target. Almeida gets tattooed by that straight punch. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. Nice punch there.
Huge block there. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now.
What a body kick.
Nice shot to the body there. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Oh, nice punch there by Nurmagomedov. Shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Oh, head kick blocked by Nurmagomedov.
Look at the whip action that comes from just throwing that kick.
And that one certainly found the target. Just out of range with that left hook.
Nice body kick.
Right hook to the body. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good tonight.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by a defensive Almeida. All right, so he lands a jab there. Pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind your jab.
Slips the shot.
Big kick lands.
Pretty good right hand.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his way.
Man, get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. 2 minutes now to go in this one. Head off the center line, slips the punch. Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments.
Oh, nice jab there. He told us on Thursday he wanted to break this dude's nose. That is certainly a step in the right direction.
Mission accomplished. You are battering that nose.
Almeida's strike attempt there is blocked. Nurmagomedov gets tattooed with that hook. He's going to have to change some things here. Almeida's lower jaw is extremely swollen now.
Liver kick.
Almeida gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Just misses with a left hook there. Nurmagomedov's strike attempt there is blocked. There as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, big left hook there. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Just missed with the left there. Now he touches him with the left. Oh! Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. All right, so the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly